and welcome to a quick guide to help you with your Prove Your Worth challenge. Since as you know, you can't just chain the same map by yourself, which makes this league's map challenge quite annoying to do. Now, I do have two methods. One method is for solo players as well. The other one is mainly for Trade League, which is the main one I'm going to be covering. Now I want to give a shout out to Mad Hader. He's in the party as well, since he told me about this method and we tested it out. He got it from a friend of his as well, but unfortunately I did not catch the name of his friend. Now the TLDR, it just involves having someone host the maps, and as long as he does not enter the map, he will not get Maven witness bonus, so he can just keep hosting the same map, whereas everyone else in the party will get the completion towards the challenge. So with that info, we managed to do city squares, since it has 3 map bosses, and also it's pretty close to the entrance, so you can just instantly run in, kill the bosses and leave. We also rolled twinned on all the maps, so we get +6 completion for each map we run. As you can see there, I just run in, I kill the bosses, then I zone out, you can blue button and do the next map, so it goes pretty fast. A lot of the time, of course, is dependent on how long people take to load in and stuff like that. But from all the maps I needed to do, and since I do recording game clock, with some quick maths, I managed to get around 1,000 completion per hour. So it goes really fast, but again, take those numbers with a little bit of salt, as it depends how long people take to load in. Maybe people crash. The whole time I think we did about 600 completion, and we only had one guy crash once. So it depends a lot on that. A couple of things for setting this up. Mind you that whoever is going to be hosting will not get completion towards the challenge. So I got someone from my guild to host the maps, and we tipped them a couple of exalts at the end of it. You can also do it as a service, of course, but just keep that in mind. Now as for your atlas, the only atlas of importance is whoever is going to be hosting. So whoever is hosting, make sure that you do not have Maven on the map that you're running. So for example, if I were to host City Squares right now, it would not work, since I have Maven on it already. Now if I were to do host Orchard, for example, that would be perfectly fine. So if I wanted to get rid of this, of course you have to do the 10 maps, do the invitation to reset it. But since whoever's hosting will not have this, for the rest of people it does not matter, since as soon as you run one map, you will get it with Maven on it, but you still get completion as long as the host doesn't have it. And very important as well, the host, make sure you never enter the map, since if you do enter the map and the boss is killed, you will get it Maven, and then you can no longer host until you reset it. So that's pretty much all to it. Now again, City Square is really good for this, since there's 3 bosses, and you can run them twin, so you get 6 completion every time you go. What I did is I went here and I rolled, we had about 110 maps, which is what everyone needed, and just rolled them to 2 unique. It doesn't take that much to chaos spam. I think it was about 8 chaos on average or something to get twinned on the map boss. So if you just split the cost among the party, it shouldn't cost that much. Hope that helped. Now as for the other method, which was originally what I was doing, I'll get a city square here to make it nicer. So I was just doing 10 maps in Valdo's Rest as well, and then doing the invitation, so pretty much as you're supposed to do it solo. Now also on this, since there's a couple of map bosses in Valdo's that have multiple bosses, I did roll 2 unique. So I did roll 2 unique bosses on all the maps that had multiple bosses. Now I also did Bramble Valley, but you can't roll twinned on this, but it still has 3 bosses, so I think it was worth. But mind you, this boss is pretty rippy and takes a bit of time, so up to you if you want to do that. And then I just filled it with maps that have the best layout from the remaining ones. So you would just do all 10 maps, do the invitation, reset, do all 10, and keep going like that. This is also really good because you can spawn a lot of Cyruses with this and drop a lot of Awakened Gems, so up to you which method you do, but the first one is definitely a lot faster. So hope that helped, and peace.